Good morning, y'all. It's wet. It poured last night. Like not even a little bit of rain, like really hard all night long. Like keep you awake hard. So the Z-Packs tents can be a little bit finicky, so you have to make sure that you like pitch it in the right spot, lower your pole a little bit, and just make sure that everything is staked out properly. So last night I was on like a pretty big slant. I had my head kind of like pointing uphill and then my feet downhill. So I think the combination of just like the slant and how I pitched my tent, I had water coming in last night, which was a little bit scary because it's in the high 30s right now. I woke up around maybe like 2 a.m. and just noticed that my quilt was getting a little bit damp, not like bad. I didn't end up with a puddle too, so I'll say that. So I tried to find the source of the water. It took me a while to figure out that it was coming from like the corner near my head by the vestibule. And I couldn't really figure out what or why it was happening or how to fix it. So eventually I just put my rain jacket over myself and the part of the sleeping bag that was getting wet. 1 second. That definitely worked for a while, and then I woke up at like, I don't know, 5:30, and the rain jacket was soaked. Still no puddle. My sleeping bag wasn't really that wet, so thankful for that. But at that point, I just decided it was best to get everything packed up, and that way nothing did get wet. So yeah, I want to say that I got out of here early, but today's actually the time change, so it's not that early. But if it wasn't for the time change, it would be pretty early. So, but yeah, it's cold. Like I said, upper 30s. The rain has stopped for now, so we'll see how long that lasts, but I think we're supposed to get like 1 to 2 inches of rain today. Also, this part right here is actually one of my favorite parts of trail. Y'all can just see the fog behind me. Normally there's a beautiful view here. I don't think there's going to be any grand views this morning, but I'll show y'all anyways. You can almost see the mountains in the distance. The blowdowns are so bad on this part of the trail. Kind of tricky to get over some of these. Another massive blowdown. See if I can get around this one. A little tricky. Alright, I made it to the jump off. A little bit bummed because out of like 700 miles, this is one of my favorite spots on the trail, and there's no view here today, unfortunately. But I still love this spot, even though today it's just going to be wet and treacherous to go down. So pretty. Can't see anything, but I know it's pretty. Alright, time to keep going down and hopefully not fall. I'll tell you what, I'm definitely testing out the tread on these new shoes today. So far, they're doing great. I love when I can see the trail for a little bit and it looks pleasant. Finally off the ridges and back into the woods. Those ridges are sketchy when it's raining. There's big rocks, it's really steep, and lots of blowdowns, but luckily got down it with no falls or didn't get hurt or anything, so that's good. Right now I have like 3.5 miles to get to the NOC, and the plan is, so my mom and possibly my sister are coming to pick me up. I think we're gonna eat lunch at NOC. For anyone who doesn't know, I grew up in this area and my family lives here, so it's really easy for my family to help me out while I'm like around this part of Western North Carolina. So I've been out here for exactly 2 weeks now. I've taken some short days, but I haven't taken a 0 yet. I'm starting to feel pretty tired in general, so I'm thinking that tomorrow is going to be a good time to take a 0. So today, my mom is going to pick me up at NOC, going to go home, chill at home tomorrow. Got lots of videos to edit and spend time with my family, so I need to go see my grandparents because their dog passed away recently, and I know it's been really hard on them, so I need to go spend some time with them. And yeah, just relax and do some stretching. With that being said, I don't think I'm going to film tomorrow, so I'm going to take the day off from that as well. But I will be back like the day after tomorrow, so just going to be one day. And what I think I'm going to do, since I live in the area, is I'm going to slack pack the section from NOC to Stokoa Gap. So that's a pretty hard section. There's a lot of uphill in there. I am going to do it northbound instead of south, even though south would be the easier option. And then the day after, I'm going to slack pack from Stokoa Gap to Fontana Dam, where my family actually lives. So yeah, the next, well, honestly, not quite a week, but the next few days are going to be a little bit different than normal. Just bear with me. It's because my family lives here, and I would like to see them before I, get into the Smokies and then head north away from home. And they also just like to help out, so yeah. Of course, now that I'm down off the ridge, the fog is starting to clear up. But hey, at least I'm getting some views today. Civilization! Woo! Can't wait. This morning when I left camp, I told my mom that I would be there at 10:50, and it's 10:44, and I have like maybe 0.1 left. Perfect timing. Wow, such good timing.